set my gear up. I poured a warm cup of tea for me as I sat down at the bar. I had an hour to go. The crowd was a no-show, except one tired man sitting not too far. I looked him straight in the eye, and he tipped his bottle. I drink alone, he said, not my plan, but a fact that I thought that you should know. I drink alone, he said, 'cause I don't like my reflection, and I've got no place to go. I stepped at his face, worn, scarred, and misshaped. The years of drinking had taken years from him. I tried to turn right in hopes that I might block him with my shoulder, like a doodle with a pen. He looked at me straight in the eye, and he tipped his bottle. I drink alone, he said, not my plan, but a fact that I thought that you should know. I drink alone, he said, 'cause I don't like my reflection, and I've got no place to go. How many people are getting by with no self-respect? And how many people just hanging on with government checks? And why do our wings get clipped in addictions of all degrees? And why is it when I see those eyes, I'm seeing me? How's it going, everybody? If you're tuning in live, welcome. If you want to comment, where are you tuning in from? We got people from Nova Scotia. Hey, Kim Lake. Hey, Jay Talbot from Strathroy, Ontario. I grew up in Petrolia. Hello, Arthur from Sprucedale. Bob from Saskatoon. Let's drink alone, he said, to forget about our problems and the men we'd hoped to be. Let's drink alone, he said, and drown away our sorrow in self-pity. I drink alone, not my plan, but a fact, and I thought that you should know. I drink alone, he said, 'cause I don't like my reflection, and I've got no place to go. I drink alone. Let's drink alone. I drink alone. Let's drink alone. Yeah, I drink alone. I drink alone. We'll be right back in a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm David Fraser, founder of Bunkie Life. We're in the building industry, but what we're famous for are small log cabin kits called bunkies that can be easily built in a weekend without needing any special skills, tools, or second mortgages. Ultimately, we help our clients create extra space for meaningful connection. Yes, we help our clients get a cool bunkie, but if you think it's just about the bunkie, you've already missed the point. Really, what this is about is creating the space and time for more meaningful connection. Having a bunkie is just part of that journey.
Mary just mentioned Bunkie Life family, and I really feel like something like this and just the whole experience is we did more than just buy a bunkie.
It's not just about the space, but what happens in the space, how it enables more connection. It allows you to spend that quality time with friends and family. It allows you to be there for each other in both senses of the phrase. Our family realized this when we were going through a tough time. We needed our family beside us. We had created that extra space with our own bunkie in our own backyard, and we realized how truly important it is to have the whole family together. Bunkie Life is the market leader in educational videos and content as we pioneer this growing industry. Our goal is to be the go-to source for fun, friendly, and helpful advice for families, whether they buy from us or not. Our core offering is an easy-to-build or built-for-you bunkie kit. This helps our clients quickly and easily create extra space without any building experience. We're proudly a Canadian-made family business right here in Ontario. Our bunkie is often the difference between that friend or family member coming to visit or not, being there for each other or not. The reason we do this is we believe family comes first. And when it comes to being there for each other, there are no do-overs. That's one of the reasons we've partnered with Ronald McDonald House Charities in their goal of keeping families close. Because ultimately, we want to help build a world where families everywhere have a place to unite, unwind, and unplug. We've committed to donating a night's stay at a Ronald McDonald House for every bunkie we sell. Hey guys, I brought you this huge novelty check.
Oh,
Check it out.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
David, this is incredible.
And as of the end of 2023, our team and our Bunkie Life community have been proud to donate close to $200,000. I get up every morning excited to help families create extra space for meaningful connection. Thanks so much for listening, and I can't wait to hear from you. All right, folks, it's going to be a great night. We're going to be talking about how to earn extra income from bunkie. So this is like for some people, it's the cherry on top. You know, you've got a bunkie, you're using it for your own family, but hey, why not pay for it on the side? Lots of our clients have done that. And maybe it's a full-time thing. You want to get into earning some serious cash. Both are very, very realistic possible options. We'll talk a little bit about that. And today we actually have a special guest all the way from the other side of Canada. So we had someone from the western side of the continent, and now we're going to have someone from the very, very farthest east you can go. So it's going to be awesome. Stick around for that. And we're into that final countdown, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, make sure you enter the contest to win a bunkie, because we're giving away a bunkie on Sunday, our most luxurious bunkie, the Spruce Wood Lodge. It's going to be given away. It's going to be fabulous. And that's at 8 p.m. this Sunday, January 26th. So we're pretty close, very close to that. There's just one live stream between now and then. On Thursday, I'm going to talk about that. And so here's where we're at. Tuesday, this is the 21st of January. We're going to talk about earning bunkie income. And then on Thursday, the 23rd, it's double the extra chances to win, because it's why we do this. The most important live stream, I think, of them all. So we'll reward you for showing up for that one and checking it out. And then, of course, as I said, Sunday to 26, our grand prize draw begins, and we'll be announcing the winner live. And then, of course, between that and February 5th, we always have our epic winter sale. It happens every year. We have our best deals of the year, best shipping prices, and of course, other huge perks for tuning in. So if you're thinking about getting a bunkie in your life and you don't win the prize, check out the epic winter sale, which we'll talk about in a minute. While we're at it, folks, let me double reward you. Triple reward you? I'm not sure. But if you could share this stream, there might be a share button somewhere around your iPad, your iPhone, your Android device, whatever you're watching this on, your computer. There's probably a share somewhere on this. If you could share it, it will get out to more people. It would make a difference. And if you could comment, share it, I'd super appreciate it. And if you're here live, we want to super reward that. So here's what I'm going to suggest, okay? Go to bunkielife.com. I'll type this out actually, because it'd be a lot easier to just type it out. But go to bunkielife.com and then click on the contest scoreboard. Let me just show you the exact link. You got to type it in. So it's bunkielife.com/bunkie-contest-scoreboard. Go to that. And when you do, there's the link. Go there. And if you can get there before, right away, there'll be a little button at the top. Let me actually just show you. I'll share it with you. So, okay. Let's see if I can get that going. share my screen. Okay. I want to see that. Okay, new window. Okay. So go to Bunkie, that website I just talked about. BunkieLife.com. We're doing this live. Bunkie-contest-scoreboard. You type that in, and Gabriel, the magical wizard of marketing, is going to have something for us. And it's going to say, share this. Let me just show you what it looks like. Okay, so you scroll down past this video. So see this. So you're going to watch this and then share. So see this little teal button, turquoise button, whatever it is. If you click on that button, you'll get 155 extra chances to win. But that's going to go away like right away. So don't it's going to go away as soon as this live stream's done. I won't be up. But so basically that's a little incentive to share it. Okay. Enough about that. Let's talk about I want to add some serious value to what you're doing here. So this is about how to earn extra money from bunkies. Now, you may or may not know this, but this is how I actually started Bunkie Life. I was renting out my bunkies when my mom wasn't coming to visit, which was a fair bit, right? So let's get into it. The how to Airbnb your bunkie. What I did was I interviewed a bunch of people over the last few years, got their story, and then we've done multiple presentations on how to Airbnb specifically. So I'm going to play their testimonials, and I'll share how you can learn from them and their experience in a more in-depth format at the end. Okay, so check this out. How is it done? Like, have you got bookings? Like, what's happened?
The actual bunkie kit itself, that would have been paid off in like a month.
Okay, so for this summer, what we're going to do, we're going to bring that level of accommodations and up to 80-90%.
So last year I got about 8 bookings, and then the year before that was our first year. We got around 12.
We built a 16 by 20 cabin. It was probably $60,000 in materials and 6 months of busting our butts. My all-in price is under $30,000 US. Really close to about 25. Right. And that's with the bathroom bunkie, that's with plumbing and wiring and the whole 9 yards. I grossed $700 more on this bunkie than I did on what would be a over $100,000 cabin 300 yards away.
What other 2 pieces of advice would you give?
Yep.
Top 3 pieces of advice?
Like, I would say the pictures is like the most important part. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get people to come in. It's the only way that they get to see what they're getting. So don't cheap out on taking pictures.
I think investing in more of the actual marketing side of it and the visual, probably editing the description a little bit more. Like, I'm just learning every year how to tweak things, probably looking at people like your bunkie, replicating it in a way and just applying it to our own situation.
I mean, a building's a building until you put your own flavor into the building. And I think that's what a lot of my guests really like and appreciate.
And of course, you put those East Coast colors on every bunkie.
Yeah, these colors actually were collaboration between Benjamin Moore and the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. So those colors are what they consider the historical colors.
Like, review every guest that comes in, and then they're going to be way more likely to write one up for you too, because they want to see what they got.
Anytime you're doing a small square footage Airbnb, spend $1,000, $2,000, maybe even spend $7,000 on outdoor living space stuff and a hot tub, and don't bother going on grid, but get a propane hot tub. When you're talking about small square footage vacation rental, it's all about the outdoor space. They want that outdoor propane heater, they want the fire pit, they want the fire table, they want the hot tub. Give them that. That's way cheaper than putting in, a septic system.
I mean, if people are going to stay there, they have to have entertainment. So like, we put in a miniature library. I made sure to put in like short stories, lots of like games, so cards, board games.
I think that human touch, that knowing that you are there when they need you, and that they're not just on in limbo and having to go through booking like the online travel agent and be on hold forever. They got somebody they know they can contact.
I tend to go for the lower range of things.
Yeah.
So what I realize is we need to lower our Airbnb a little bit, but then where they get you is on the cleaning fees.
As far as like what I've actually got it priced at right now, I'm at 62 a night, plus a $40 cleaning fee at the Bunkie, and the Bunkie is booked out better. Probably because people are going in and looking like cheapest price and they click it.
We tell people that it's like easier than building IKEA furniture.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah.
I tell people my 10-year-old grandchild could easily be the superintendent and read the drawings and tell adults what to do. It's as simple as Lego.
All right, so that is just a quick sampler of all the people. Now, what I would encourage you to do at any point, if you are like serious about Airbnb your bunkies out, we've got multiple presentations we've done, kind of like this live stream format, where I've interviewed them really in depth. There's 2 or 3 of them, and they're on a webpage. But rather than kind of repeating what we did last year and the year before that, I thought I'd introduce you some new concepts, some new ways of using your bunkie that I think you'll really appreciate. So I've got a special guest tonight. After this, I do a short presentation of my story. We've got a special guest who's using her bunkie in a really innovative, awesome way. It's making tons of money, and I thought it'd be great to just have her come on. She also is a very successful business owner in her own right with another business too. But I thought it'd be cool to just get her live, kind of like we did last live stream, and just ask her questions. She can share from her experience. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to share a little bit about kind of how Bunkie Life got started, because you might not know. For some of the folks here, if this is your kind of first experience with this, you might not know, but Bunkie Life actually got started as an Airbnb. So this is the story. This is kind of my family story. So we live in a little town about an hour or so outside of Toronto, and we built our first bunkie in 2015, kind of for my parents to stay in when they came to visit. Now, back in 1999, the rule was always don't talk to strangers, right? And then that became, once the internet was kind of mainstream, don't meet people off of the internet, right? That was the 2 prevailing things my parents would say. Don't talk to strangers, don't meet people off the internet. So in 2015, I decided, what if I could pay for my bunkies by renting them out to strangers on the internet? And that's exactly what I did. This was pretty revolutionary at the time, but we started our own little bunkie rental business. In 2015, 2016, we built, starting with 1, but then we went to 3 bunkies. The summer cabin, the getaway cabin, and the weekender are the 3 bunkies that I rented out seriously. People loved them. The very first year we really didn't finish the bunkie until like September, which is when it starts getting cold, but I had enough bookings right till Christmas that I was like, this is the thing. This is pretty impressive. And the basic numbers, what it boiled down to for us was that each bunkie earned about $10,000 every year. I was able to pay them all off completely within about 6 months in most cases. Now, that was $10,000 a year back in 2019, 2018, right? Probably inflation adjusted more like $15,000 now, right? And that's been most of our clients' experience. They're all doing quite well. So now, can you do this too? It really depends, right? Does your area allow Airbnbs? What will your neighbors think? Can you talk your spouse into it? These are all things you have to do when you're doing your homework. But I found it was, for us, quite successful. Now, there's other ways to earn bunkie-related income, right? And we'll talk about that in just a second. So you could work for us, right? If you live close to Rockwood, Ontario, come help us make the world's best bunkie. It's a fun place to work. We got a great crew of folks, and yes, we are in fact hiring. Multiple roles, not all of them in person, but we are hiring right now. So that's one way to earn bunkie-related income. Or if you have a specific set of skills, a very specific set of skills, could you help other clients build their bunkies, or maybe just do their foundations, or maybe just do the roofing? Or could your business help bunkie lifers in other ways, right? Do you serve a clientele in your business that needs bunkies, for example, right? Perhaps you've got a big audience that needs a bunkie, like the Dean from Archipedia, all the folks that have built our bunkies and put them on their YouTube channels and stuff. Really cool way to potentially earn some income. So if you're thinking about that, head to bunkielife.com/partners. I think maybe better yet, email me. I think Shan's working on that right now. So I'm going to say email info@bunkielife.com. That would be my suggestion. So all of the above are good ways. And if you're looking for a job, email me there too. So if you believe in our values, family first, do it right, do it once, surprise and delight our clients. That's kind of what we're all about. Then once again, I'm going to suggest you email info@bunkielife.com. And once again, we are super excited about the possibility of helping connect you with our clients, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's my little spiel. It's short, it's sweet, because I really want to get to this next concept. This is, when I heard about this, I was blown away. This is one of our clients, and I'm not sure exactly how I initially met them, but they're power couple from Newfoundland, and they own a very successful greenhouse business, but they've taken their bunkie that they bought from us a year or two ago, and they've turned into something extra special. So I'm gonna welcome Kim. If you're with me, Kim, I'm gonna patch you in. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about the Epic Winter Sale. It's on. It's going to be happening it's basically on now until February 5th. So best deal of the year. I'll talk about it later. Okay, Kim, let's do this. So Kim, are you there?
I am.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so Kim, you've got a great business. You've got multiple great businesses. You got a lot going on. And I'd love to hear a little bit about, if we could talk about, Serenity Woods, the Best Kind Picnics. Tell us a little bit about the idea, where it comes from, and what you're now doing.
Sure. We started with Best Kind Picnics. She's actually originally from Ontario, moved to Newfoundland a couple of years ago, and she just contacted me out of the blue. She came across, I'm not sure if it was our website or our social media sites, for Sun Valley greenhouses that my husband Scott and I own. And she wanted a place to host her luxury picnics. Of course, here in Newfoundland, a lot of wind. Sometimes our weather is not the greatest. So she was finding that hosting these picnics outside, even in the summer, was sometimes challenging with the weather. So using our greenhouse was a perfect location, because you were still getting the sun coming in through, and no worries about cancellation. So that's how we started the picnics in there. We do them for different occasions, could be birthdays, we'll do themes, Christmas, Valentine's, all the occasions. But then we happened to come across your site, I guess, on social media, and we just love the bunkies. So we thought that would be another way to bring these picnics to celebrate occasions and things. So we decided to buy one, I guess, for our own personal use, but like I said, for the use with Best Kind Picnics. So we've actually set up our bunkie in a way that we can host. We hosted a big Christmas event, and we turned our bunkie into Santa's cabin. Right now we have it decorated for Valentine's, and we're hosting lovers and galentines picnics starting next week. We'll host a big event for Mother's Day. This summer we'll host for bridal showers, bridal parties. The fall we'll host different things, like throughout the fall, it could be Halloween and whatnot. And then basically after that, things that are upon request, could be birthday, anniversary.
So Kim, I'm now I'm a dude, right? So I'm trying to get my brain around this idea that people are going to come and have a picnic. Like, I mean, is it okay if I share a picture or two, or maybe a few videos while we're talking? Okay, I want to share what this looks like, because when I picture a picnic, I picture me taking my kids to the park with a blanket, essentially, right? It's a really low grade, maybe there's some crackers and fruit involved. But this is like the next level. So I want to share. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, I want to share a little bit about what we're talking about, because it's like marvelous. I'm just going to take like some of the things you just shared on your, I guess your Facebook page here. This is Best Kind Picnic. So like the aesthetics here, it's almost like a little mini wonderland of some sort, right? This is the Valentine's Day one that you've got set up.
This is, yes. Yeah, so that one's starting next week. Christmas, we turned it into Santa's cabin, and we
see if I can go back and see this.
Santa up in the loft, and a reindeer that was motion activated, so would talk to you when you came in. Scott found a sleigh somewhere. We had a sleigh outside that you could get pictures in also before you came inside, and it was a lot of fun.
So like
it was busy, but a lot of fun.
Yeah. So tell us about the busyness, because like, I mean, you guys are not in a super populous area of the country. You're in Newfoundland, which if you're not super familiar, I mean, it's not you have pretty small towns and one big city, basically, right? That's Newfoundland.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So we're actually located in St. John's, which is the capital city of Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Which the majority of our population is within this area. So, but we were busy. We started the Christmas event, I guess about mid-November, November 20th, around there, and we were booked solid until Christmas Day, January 6th.
That is just amazing.
Yeah.
So, and when you say book solid, like what, tell us more, like what does that look like on the average day?
Now, we probably could have booked all day long, except for I'm a grade 3 teacher by day. Besides our Sun Valley greenhouses, we probably could have had it booked all day. But it was just in the evening, sometimes 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then on the weekends, all day long.
Wow.
And then throughout the Christmas season, while I was off, every single day we were booked. Pretty much all day.
Amazing. Okay, so you got this looks like the Haven Bunkie you've got here, right?
We do.
Okay, cool.
We do.
And so just from one business owner to another, you're kicking butt on the social media here. Like these are some people are saying it looks like a Hallmark movie. It's totally true. You picture.
Yeah. Now I'll give all credit to that to Briar, my she's the one behind all the videos and the photos. That's her.
That's awesome.
That's her thing.
Okay, and so I mean, you've just done a fantastic job here. So that's like something I would have never thought of, mostly because I'm a dude, but also because I have no sense of aesthetic or really any of the things that you have magically put together here. So this looks like it's in the greenhouse. This one here, eh?
That one is in the greenhouse. Yep. And we have decided, I believe, for Mother's Day, we are going to use both the greenhouse and the bunkie.
Yep.
And because we find sometimes older people or some people who may have issues and not able to sit on the floor, we are going to put a table in both so that we can do a little bit different for Mother's Day. Yep. So it's and especially that time of year in the greenhouse, during the day when the sun's out, it's usually about 25 degrees in there.
Okay, can we also talk? So it's not as Bunkie related. It's not really Bunkie income related. But I love your business for a variety of reasons about the greenhouses too. So it's sunvalleygreenhouses.ca, right?
Yes.
I'm going to type that in real quick here too. I just want to show this briefly because let me tell you something. If you have if you really enjoy punishment, pain, and frustration, open up a business where you make your own stuff in Canada. And you've done that. So I just want to say I have mad respect for you folks out there. It's beautiful what you make. As soon as I can buy the piece of property next door from my grumpy neighbor, I want to build one right next to my house. And so you manufacture and go and install greenhouses, right? All across Canada now, mostly like a bunch of different provinces, right?
Yeah, we are, we just originally, I guess you could say it started by fluke. My husband is pretty handy. So he decided, I guess about 13, 14 years ago, he was going to build a greenhouse. So he just designed and built it in our back garden. And it just kind of went from there, like a neighbor, his sister, a friend, they wanted one. And he kind of thought, oh, maybe we've got something here. So we turned it into a business. And COVID year, it really took off, I guess, where people were, couldn't travel, couldn't do things. And they just wanted that little space, just like your bunkies, just a kind of a little getaway. Yep. We have a lot of people here in Newfoundland that use it for a dual purpose, not only as a greenhouse, but almost as a sunroom. Might have a little table and chairs out there. Our particular greenhouse, we have the largest size, the 8x24. We have the first part of ours on a patio, and I had that part turned into a sunroom. So that's where we did the picnics.
Yep.
And then the rest, is all growing. So it kind of took off there, and we expanded to central Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, just into Ontario, and with possibly later on this spring, Alberta.
Okay, that's exciting. Well, I'm very very much rooting for you in both departments there. Now, would you be open? I know your time is very valuable, and it's like super late now on the East Coast. But would you be open to, if I asked, because people are asking, is this actually live? And yes, it is actually live. Lori Hughes. So I was hoping, if you're open to it, would you be able to take questions from the audience? Maybe they have questions about your amazing picnic concept. Maybe they want to buy a greenhouse. I don't know what the deal is, but are you cool with that?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Okay. Well, we have an amazing girl here, Kim, all the way from the East Coast. So this is your chance, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to ask her questions, she's on the Rock, which is Newfoundland. Ask her questions. Okay. So Laura's, this is more of a comment. She says, would be great for kids' birthday parties. Do you ever have kids' birthday parties in the?
We have mostly girls' birthday parties.
Okay.
But we have had a lot of birthday parties.
Yep. Okay. Good. Okay. What else are people saying? They're saying, whereabouts in Nova Scotia are you based out? They're in Newfoundland, Judy. But we do have if you got a hold of us, we can get you in contact with our reps in the different provinces. Yeah, and in those provinces, they travel, throughout the province. Yep. Okay, this is a question that I anticipated coming, and I hope you have a good answer for this one, because I've talked to you guys a lot about this over the years. Denise asked, any chance of delivery of greenhouse to the USA?
We have had that question asked a lot. Right now, currently, we are only set up for, we build and install ourselves. We actually don't have these produced as a kit right now. It's something that we've been, kind of toying around with the idea. But because we're both, I guess this is a side business for us. Like I said, I'm a grade 3 teacher, and my husband's a captain with the fire department here in St. John's. So just trying to balance all those roles. And we have, 2 boys who are in their 20s now, but just trying to balance all that right now. It may be something down the road that we may do in a couple of years when we're both retired from our day jobs. But that's something that we'd have to look at. It'd be certainly a big undertaking to, kind of gear the business towards that. It's
that entrepreneurial leap that everybody is terrified of. I get it. If you want Scott and Kim to quit their day job, comment Y or yes below. If you think they should keep their day job, say don't quit. See what people say to that. No pressure. Okay, so Angela asked, what's the name of the company again? There's kind of 3 companies happening here. So what are the names of the companies?
Okay, our greenhouse business is Sun Valley Greenhouses, and you can find our website is sunvalleygreenhouses.ca. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. The Bunkie that we have, Serenity Woods, that's also on Facebook and Instagram. And I've partnered with Briar, who owns Best Kind Picnics.
Okay, cool. And so there's more good questions here. So they're saying, beautiful work you've done with your Bunkie. People are asking, do you charge for the day, overnight, or for hours? How do you charge for your
it's not an Airbnb as such, like overnight. Our picnics are usually booked in an hour and a half time slot. Sometimes we will, get a request. Somebody wants it for the evening. And if we only have that one booking in the evening, they usually stay for the evening, and there's, really kind of no time limit. I just tell them to stay as long as they want.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's not. Oh, like I said, it's not an overnight type of thing. It's just it could be a morning, afternoon, evening type of thing.
Okay, Ryan Melanson asked, "Do you need qualified or personally approved builders for around southwestern Ontario?" That's a good question. Do you guys you build at a certain size? You probably need building permits, right, for most of your greenhouses?
For the greenhouses, it really depends on where you live, to be honest with you. Certain municipalities will require them, others don't. Our greenhouses per se are not considered a permanent structure because the majority of them are installed on like a Class A crushed stone. So really, at the end of the day, they are movable. So under that, like I said, it really depends on where you live.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to Bunkies, right? Like if you need engineered drawings, Bunkie Life has them for you for almost all of our kits, all our big kits. But 99 times out of 100, most people don't go the permit route and they just build it.
Exactly. That's like us here. Most don't. We have had a couple people who moved them themselves, like, with a number of people wanted to move it from one area of their back garden to another for whatever reason. But they are pretty heavy structures. We had our 8 feet wide by 12 feet long greenhouse weighed, and that was about 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they are pretty heavy.
Mary McInnes is asking, do you use your little setup as a photo shoot or as a movie set? Has that been happening yet?
No, we haven't. Well, I shouldn't say we haven't used it as a movie set, but I actually did have several photographers that used the greenhouse and the bunkie to do Christmas photos with families and whatnot before Christmas. And I already have it booked for both of them booked for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Okay, good. Angela Jane says, time to go full time in the greenhouse business. That's funny.
Well, we kind of are again. We are basically, we put just as many hours or probably more into that as we do our day jobs.
Yeah. What people don't know about entrepreneurs is it's not either or. It's kind of both and. You really have two full-time jobs when you're an entrepreneur in a lot of ways.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. And my summers off, like I knew them as a teacher, don't really exist anymore.
Yep. A lot of people are saying yes. I think this is back when I asked about if you should quit your day job. One person said, don't quit, play it safe.
Yeah, well, I can retire in another year and a half. So
yeah, and then Teresa made a pretty good point. Teresa Mayer, she says teachers and firefighters greatly needed. So I mean, I think that's a good balanced answer to that question there. So I like that. That's good. Okay, I want to make sure we're getting all the great questions out here for Kim. If you got anything else. Stacy Sky says, Kim, love to see what you've done with your bunkie. It's so great to see the vision come to light. You made it happen so quickly this year. Yeah, that's Stacy from actually our team, Bunkie Life. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. She was great to deal with.
Kelly asks, would you deliver to Saskatchewan? I don't know if she's talking for greenhouses or for bunkies, but yes, we deliver to Saskatchewan for Bunkie Life.
Yeah. And right now we don't, but if we go into Alberta, could be a possibility.
Okay. When will the greenhouses be available in Manitoba? Annette asked.
Yeah. I mean, it's for us, basically, it's just finding that right person to take over, I guess you could say basically like the franchise in each particular province.
Yep. That's fair. That is totally fair. So someone's asking here, how many bunkies can I fit in 1 acre? And that actually lends really nicely to something I wanted to share with you folks. I don't know if you can see this. Okay. Can everybody see this screen? I hope you can. No, maybe not. Let me drag it over here. So I'm actually going to go to the previous page. Okay. Let me just share the screen really quick. This is, the primary display. Okay. This is clients that built their bunkies. And people were asking the other day about Texas. So there's this really, really awesome place in Texas that built a bunch of bunkies. I don't know how many in a row, but it's just a ton of them. And it's just in Galveston, Texas. So right outside of Houston on the ocean. I thought I would share some of this stuff. So this is another interesting way. What I've noticed is the people like Kim that take the basic bunkie canvas and make it a real experience and a real kind of aesthetically awesome thing have really done well. So if you can see there's a ton of bunkies lined up. They just sent us a photo today of a slightly snowy set of bunkies. I'm going to see if I can pull it up here without revealing any personal information from our team here. So hold on. I think it's under Celebrate. When you guys send in your photos, I just want everyone to know, we've got how we communicate in Bunkie Life is all these little chat channels, right? Because a lot of us are remote. And when you folks send in your photos, we put it in Celebration and we all have a little happy dance. So this is one that they sent in today. I think they got a little bit of snow. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bunkies in a row. I mean, it's just magical that what they've created there with bunkies. So that's another kind of way to earn income from bunkies I wanted to share with you folks. Now, Kim, if there's any other things you wanted to get across, I want to make sure I got all the questions that people had. So many cool. Is there anything else you wanted to mention? Like, if we want to find out more, we can go to sunvalleygreenhouses.ca. That's the greenhouse biz.
I guess one thing with I should have known this from all of the years staining our greenhouses. If I had my time back, I would have stained the bunkie before we put it together. I would have stained the wood.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a lot of work to do it. It's a lot of work to do before. It's a lot of work to do after, but it's a little less precarious when you're doing it before.
Yeah, it seems like it, and probably in our case, because ours is completely in the middle of trees, we ended up having to use like 4 ladders going around and kind of maneuvering around the trees to try to stain the outside of it. But I realized afterwards, I said I should have known this from all the years of staining the greenhouses. But anyway, it just took us a little bit longer to stain it than it probably would have had I done it before.
That's fair. Yep. Somebody asked, do you ship junkies to the USA? We ship bunkies to the USA. In fact, we shipped to 40 US states last year.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, I'm just want to make sure we got all the questions for Kim. There's a lot of great questions here. Someone says, I'm starting a farm school and could use a bunkie as a classroom. Yep, that could totally work.
Totally.
Any other ideas you had? I mean, you seem like the most creative bunkie lifer, one of the most creative bunkie lifers with all the.
Yeah, no, we actually have a greenhouse in Ontario. I forget exactly where, and she uses it as part of her daycare.
Oh wow!
She uses it like as a sort of, I guess, a inside-outside classroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, these are great questions, and that's a great idea too. Okay, I think that's pretty much all the questions. If you have any more questions for Kim, this is your last chance, or forever hold your pieces. But if not, I might let you get on with your day, and I know it's like really late on the East Coast, so I appreciate you so much taking the time to just share the I mean, like, multiple business ideas, but there's so much of interest there, and I think it's really great to see. And I'm rooting for you guys, whether you go full time or you stick until you retire and then go into it full time. I'm rooting for you either way, and I think it's just great what you built, made from North American lumber with North American labor and North American ingenuity. I mean, that's what it's all about. I applaud you guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, likewise.
It's been fun.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, we'll chat soon. Okay, Kim.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, I wanted to share that story with you folks because it's really, I mean, it's just awesome to see people doing well, and just making it work. So, somebody are asking a question I wanted to address. Pretty good questions. Will the tariffs impact your U.S. business? So we have successfully took a bunch of bunkies and shipped them across the border last week, just to get ahead of some stuff. And I think we did. Anyone who's ordered a bunkie, you can breathe the sigh of relief. It looks like we got everything across the border in time. Now, there's a little bit of uncertainty with that stuff. We don't know exactly what's going to transpire, but probably realistically, tariffs are not going to come in until at least April. So that means anybody who orders during the Epic Winter Sale, there's a very, very good chance we can get your bunkie across the border and you can save on tariffs. But beyond that, April 1st, it looks like there's some strong possibility there might be tariffs. So we don't know the future. We can't predict the future any more than anyone else. But what I can say is we proactively made things happen for the people that trusted us with their money over the off season this past year. And we're going to make it work for you at the price that we all agreed on. So pretty pumped about that. And a lot of opportunity. So if you're at all interested, let me give you a few reasons of why you might want to order the Epic Winter Sale. Okay. Once again, it is always the biggest sale of the year. Okay. It's always the best pricing. It's always, and the reason why is because this is typically our off season. Okay. So it's the biggest price. It's the biggest, discounts of the year, but also best shipping prices, because in the spring, we've got a ton of trucks flying out. We can kind of tag people onto trucks. So in the spring and summer, it's pretty awesome. So best shipping prices. And of course, as I said earlier, you might be able to beat those dang tariffs. Okay. It might be like, he's rounding third. He slides in safe. That might be how it works out. And we're also right now, we're offering a bonus perk. If you order before January 26th, when the contest closes, then we'll give you a little bonus perk. And I'm going to put a fourth reason. Okay. The fourth reason is this. I think this might be the year when we actually legitimately get too back ordered and we can't make everybody's spring and summer deals like timelines work. Okay. It's possible that we might get overbooked. So we managed to not have just narrowly avoid that last year. So get in the production queue. Don't miss out. Okay. That's the most important thing, is that you'll be in the queue. You won't miss out on a bunkie this year. Now, if you're just here for the free bunkie, totally fine. No pressure. We'll be here next year. We'll be here the year after that. We'll be here in 2035. This is what we love to do. This is how we impact the world in our little way. But if this is the year you know in your heart you need to do this, and you have a great reason for it, then I would strongly consider just email me. I'll tell you how to do that. info@bunkielife.com with the subject line, I'm in. If you have a few more questions, it's totally fine. But don't wait on it, and especially don't wait until after the contest closes, because that's when things get a little nuts. People start, coming to emotionally grip the fact that they didn't win, and then they start emailing, but they wait till the last minute. So sometimes we get a little overwhelmed. In fact, every year we get a little overwhelmed. So I would try to avoid that whole thing. We can have a good, solid conversation. We can give you a tour of the factory. We can Zoom tour you in if you want, but that's harder to do if you wait until, February 4th at midnight or something like that. So I'm not going to belabor the point, but if you can email info@bunkielife.com with the subject line, I'm in, we can answer any questions you have. We can get things sorted out. And it would just make everything smoother. I know no one's listening to me and no one's actually going to do this, but it would be awesome if you would. Actually, that's not true. I think there's a good dozen people this past week that bit the bullet and actually just said, hey, you know what? I might not win this. And they emailed, and we're working out the details. We're answering a few of their questions, and they're going forward, and they're going to have a great experience this summer, and they're going to beat the tariffs, and they're going to get the best shipping prices and the best pricing of the year. So that's all I'll say about that. I'm hoping this was educational. How did you find this live stream? Was it helpful? We are obviously just experimenting with having people on live to answer questions. I thought Kim was wonderful. People are saying thanks, Kim, which is great. Brad Thompson says, great, thanks for insight, Kim. I thought she was awesome too. They're going to check out the greenhouses, which is great. People are saying tariffs coming February 1st. I don't think they can pull that off. It's more realistically going to be April 1st, but we'll see. If it's February 1st, yeah, that'll be tricky. Can you share the website on the Texas bunkies? Good call. How do I find that? Tell you what, email me. Penny is my dog's name, and I'll send you their stuff. Really cool. If you're close there, go stay there. It's awesome. Hoping our rock would made it across. Yes. Yes. If you already ordered Jess, then yes, it's made it across. Have you thought about opening a plant in Michigan? Possibly. We're looking at a U.S. US location for sure. But that's not going to solve our problem this year, folks. The only way to solve that is order it now. Do you live in Bunkies, Alabama? Yes, we do. And yes, we have Mary Lynn's or Lines. How heatable are they? Check out our website about insulation and heating. If I don't win a bunkie and if I can afford one day, do I pay Ontario tax or Alberta tax? It depends on where you live, Casey. If you live in Ontario, you'll pay Ontario tax. If you live in Alberta, you will pay Alberta taxes. Oh, thank you, Mike. Placed an order last week. Everyone has been so great and easy to work with. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that was your experience. Hoping to put one on my mom's property near the U.S. National Park. Ooh, that would be, if you rent it out, you would crush. Just so you know. Anybody that has an amenity or like a cool local thing, they do really, really, really extra well. Melissa says, I wonder if building permits are needed for more than one bunkie on a lot if each are under the minimum. That would be a technical question for your local mafia. My area, you can build, so I live in a little township called Erin. You can build up to 25% of your property can be outbuildings, like 25% of the total square footage. So I live on about an acre and a bit, so I could build like 20 bunkies. People pumping their state, which I like about Americans. They're always pumping their state. South Carolina, great place to have a business. Build your U.S. factory here. Okay, keeping it in mind. It is on the list of places we're looking at. Obviously, Michigan and New York are the closest, but we're not married to Michigan or New York. And we want to be close to our clients at the end of the day, right? So most bunkies are going all over now. So we're working on what's the best location to get the best American wood, since the American bunkies will be made from American wood most likely, and then where are the clients most frequently located. I will put my name in for night shift manufacturing. Okay, good to know, Ryan. Good to know. If I had the money, I would have already ordered. Well, that's fair. If you don't have the money, you can't buy a bunkie. Okay. These are great questions, folks. I hope I'm getting to them efficiently. They're saying Kim was great. Yeah, I thought Kim was great. I thought so too. If you haven't already signed up, Tina, just go to bunkielife.com. You still have 5 days to sign up for the contest. Okay, people are saying another awesome live stream. Awesome, glad it was good. I like the idea of making extra money. I mean, it's nice when the bunkie's free, right? When you pay for it using picnics or Airbnb or whatever cool, backyard classroom. I mean, these are all great ideas. I even thought about making an office and then rent out office space, right, to local people with a lot of kids. So, there's tons of ideas. Jess, we have already ordered. We can't wait to win one too. We need 3 for our camp. Okay, well, that's cool. I like it. Yeah, so you get the one you paid for, the free one, and the one you get your dad to pay for. What are the financing charges for the Bunkie Spruce Lodge? Carrie Ann, it depends on your credit rating and what percentage they give you of interest. But if you go to bunkielife.com/financing, let me type that in for you. Bunkielife.com/financing. Then that would be the best bet, because I don't know exactly what it'll be, but if you apply, I think it's free to apply. It doesn't affect your credit rating. But when you do that, you'll know. Okay, so check that out, bunkielife.com/financing. That guy I said to earlier, if you don't have the money, you can't buy a bunkie. You could finance a bunkie, but you got to make sure you have the money to pay that. I really have learned a lot about the bunkies and convinces me more to get a bunkie. Awesome, Janet Wood. Okay, I'm glad you've been learning. Informative. Theme picnics rock. It was helpful and interesting to see how people have had success with these income sources. Yes. Oh, sorry. That was the one thing I neglected to do earlier. So if you go to bunkielife.com, if you're thinking about doing the Airbnb side of things, like you want to rent it out as a short-term rental, go to this little webpage here. This webpage has previous years' live streams and interviews I've done with all of our clients. I did a little sneak peek of that, right? I did a little teaser of all, but there's 2 or 3 live shows or Zoom calls we did with all of our clients, and they're all hosted on this bunkielife.com/Airbnb page. If you're seriously considering that direction, worth checking that out. If you have a situation where maybe wife really wants to do this, husband's really against the idea, it's good, because at one point I was interviewing my wife Carrie about what she thought about it. She's kind of the idea checker person, and I'm the person with 1,000 ideas. She's like the one that will pick the good idea. So, check that out. I think that would be helpful. A lot of people have gotten a kick out of those videos. Okay, cool. Jess says, we're too busy renaming the Gulf of Mexico and taking over Greenland to enforce tariffs. I think that's probably going to be what happens to you. Montana would be a great place for a U.S. location. People pumping their state. I love that about you folks. Love that about you Americans. Okay. Really, really good. How hard are they to insure? Can you recommend insurance companies? Yes, Donna. We've got a company that will insure bunkies across Canada, and we're working on either using them in the U.S. or getting another company like that. So ideally, we'll have insurance companies they know the product like the one company does, and they can help you out at a reasonable rate. Okay. All right. I'm listening, just not quite ready yet. Big off grid this summer. Cool. That's cool. Hey, like I said, we're a pretty low key, low pressure company. We just hope when the time is right that you don't, you come to us and that you don't sit on it and have it become that thing. I wish I had that bunkie. We almost did the bunkie. Oh, we never actually did the bunkie. Life is short at the end of the day. And if it buys even just a few days with the people that matter most, it's worth it. Okay. Oh, Kayla, I love how you keep me on track. You're like my personal angel on my shoulder. Thank you. We will be saying the code word briefly in just a few minutes. Where can I check out the greenhouses? You're going to want to go to sunvalleygreenhouses.ca. I don't get paid to shill them, but I just think they're great. And they're clients of ours. They bought a bunkie from us, and I love them. Love Scott and Kim. Okay. These are really good questions. Also, can you build these on commercial land? Maybe, Debbie. It would depend very much on your local zoning and how many of the mayor's buddies and all that good stuff. All the politics locally. Okay. I want this for a photography studio. That a lot of clients have used it as studios, like photography studios, hair studios, like salons. So that's definitely another great way to earn income. Okay. Did you say local mafia? I did. That's just a tongue in cheek. I'm just joking. Obviously the people that work at your local municipality are great people. I'm just joking around. Why not Michigan? Best state ever. I do love Michigan. Texas has no state income taxes. I've heard that's true. Is this a recording? No, I'm a real human talking to you live. You should have shirts that say "Ask Your Local Mafia." Oh man, that'd be awesome. Wisconsin, good central location. I love my cheeseheads. That's awesome. Build a factory on Omaha, Nebraska. That is centrally located. That's not bad. Canadian wood will be better. Well, Canadian wood is better. I'm not going to lie, but I think it makes sense to get the best American wood and the best Canadian wood, and then make it the best we can. That's what we do now. What's the best way to win that contest? You're going to want to enter the contest, and you're going to want to do all the things on that scoreboard page. Oh, it looks like I froze. My bad. There we go. I'm back. Okay. How much is a bunkie? Check out bunkielife.com for all the pricing. So hoping to get set up in New Hampshire. We've gone to New Hampshire, and it's very nice out there. Almost a Canadian-ish vibe out there. Maine as well. And Vermont. Okay. I'm praying that I win this bunkie. Build in Colorado in the middle of the USA. That is central-ish. I would agree. Great live stream. Enjoyed Kim. That's great. Okay, very cool. Have to say goodbye. Bye for now. Enjoyed. Okay, well, thanks for coming. Let me get to those. Let me get to that code word soon. I need 20 of these. I already started a business plan. That would be awesome. Okay. Do you ship to Hawaii? We have a wait list to Hawaii. We're gonna ship there this year or next year for sure. There's a lot of people on that wait list. So email in if you're serious, Connie, and we will make it happen at a very affordable rate if we get around 10 orders together. Okay. What's the credit card processing fee? I think it's like 2 to 3% roughly. Katrin. So yeah, or Katrine. Okay. To me, the biggest appeal is we wouldn't have to hire a builder. Also, I think that's the reason I love bunkies too, is I was able to build them myself. You know, I love that. I love giving that concept to other people too. All right. Did I miss the info on the bathroom bunkie? I didn't really talk about the bathroom bunkie. They're about $3,000, Brittany. And if you tag them on to like another order, well, a lot of people buy, another bunkie and the bathroom bunkie. It's very cheap to ship them together. So it doesn't add much. Can you pre-order, take delivery for 2026? Absolutely. Do people find tricks around footprint size versus square footage and local codes? They have been known to do that, Jennifer. Just make sure you can support your argument with an email that you sent to them and that they replied back to you. I'm an Airbnb superhost if you want help starting. That's cool. That's great. Very interested in Bunkie Life Airbnb. Okay, cool. A family member has a dream to have some bunkies along his airstrip to fly in Airbnb. That would be cool, Casey. I love that idea. If you can tell me what company it is, I'd love that. Thank you. You can email me. I spoke with Scott earlier today as my contact. Don, I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. You have to rephrase the question. I don't get it. I'm assuming you talked to Scott with Bunkie Life today? Just rephrase the question and I can help it. I don't get the context there. My husband and I enjoyed meeting David and seeing all the bunkies in Rockwood, Ontario. Well, that's a good point. If you want to come see us in person or book a virtual version of the tour, go to bunkielife.com and then click the start, click contact us and we'll set you up with a tour. I'm going to put the bunkie on my grandma's property so I'm able to spend more time with her. That's really cool. I love that idea. Okay. How can you heat one? We talked about that. Buffalo, very cold. Yeah, we're just across the border, across the bridge from you. So check out our website about heating and insulation. Do you make custom ones that are out of your plans? Not really. We're trying to avoid custom stuff, Donna, but we can add windows and things to our existing models and stuff. But right now we're not doing a lot of custom work. We're too busy on our normal stuff. Looking to coming to Tennessee, no state tax. Fantastic. Missouri, very cool. Massage wellness center, that would work. Yeah, actually, I know a massage lady, like a lady up in Barrie, Ontario, that did a massage thing. Actually, I can think of a couple people that did that. That would work really well. How long would a big order take? 15 to 25. We're pretty fast. We're banging about 20 out a week, every week. So it wouldn't take that long as give us a month or so lead time, but I think we can make that happen because we might have some in inventory. We can make it work. It wouldn't be like a year or anything crazy. It'd be like a matter of weeks or months. Do you remember all the people who buy one? Fans, I do my best. I definitely remember everybody who bought a bunkie in 2017 and 18 because that was like the real crazies. I remember all the people, like the first people in New York State that bought a bunkie in Michigan. I remember them and have met them all in person for the most part. So I do my best, but we are growing to the point where I can't remember everybody like their name off the top of my head. But as we grow, we've hired people that can know people on that level. So we have kind of salespeople and Stacy, who was on the Zoom call earlier. People that intimately know the customer experience. Can't be all in my head anymore. I wish my head was big enough, but it's not. But we do try to have that personal touch so that, when you go through the whole journey, because it's not just about buying a bunkie, right? That's just step one. You buy the bunkie, then you got to arrange delivery, then you got to get it, and then you got to build it, and then you got to stain it and make it all beautiful, and then you got to send in your photos. And so there's a whole journey that you got to kind of go through. And we've really tried to be there every step of the way and design a system for every step of the way so that it's a great experience every time with a human being that really cares about you getting to that finish line, right? It's not just about taking your money. It's also about giving you a great journey through that. So we do think about it a lot and how to improve it. And it's not perfect, but we're really trying to make it a great experience. I would order the Ask Your Local Mafia t-shirt. Yeah, man. Laura, if you design one, I'll cut you on the royalties. Okay, I love that idea. You said the local mafia is sad. You can't just buy something, put your land out without having. It's sad. Yeah. It's just like that. David has a spin-off brand, Local Mafia Apparel. Oh, that's so great. That's so funny. Traverse Bay, Michigan. I love Traverse Bay. Is shipping for the winter? Shipping is not included in the price, just FYI. It's not that much money that we can get most places for cheap. How does the packaging that the kit comes in store? Oh, pretty good. It's all shrink wrapped. You can totally, well, either you can hold off on delivery until you're ready, or it could sit for a couple weeks. It's not a big deal. All right. Oklahoma, very central. I do love Oklahoma. I've spent some time in Tulsa, like the state, like the people, and it is very central. Are there any bunkies near Buffalo I can check out? Probably, Justin. Or if you want, just come see us. We're not that far from Buffalo. Like, we're just a hop, skip, and a jump. Passport required, but we're not that far from the border. Texas, very central. I agree. Saskatchewan. Yep. We ship a lot of bunkies to Saskatchewan. Okay. Code words. Linda, thank you for keeping me on task. We're going to get there so shortly. Where do we ship from? Ontario, Canada. Yeah, I agree. We're not going to get political on this one. Open location in Southeast Tennessee, Blue Ridge Mountains, Copper Hill, baby. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. California. People are saying California. That'd be cool to build there. It's a little bit West Coast, but we do sell a lot to California, so there's a lot of clients there. I got the message from you, but was wondering, has anyone from the US won? Yes, we had a winner from Oklahoma. We did a contest in Oklahoma one time, and then we did a contest. We've done multiple ones in Michigan. So the chance it's about 50-50 right now. U.S. people versus so it's about half the people in the contest right now are American, and half the clients are Canadian. So it's unknown who's going to win, but there's a decent chance it'll be an American. Okay. No sales tax in Montana. Good to know. Okay. Are the website prices in US dollars? On the website, if you're in America, it'll show you American dollars. If you're in Canada, it'll show you Canada dollars. Is anyone buying these in South Florida? So far, I don't think we sold a ton in South Florida. We have sold some in Jacksonville and a few other places in Florida. We don't yet have hurricane ratings. So that's probably why. We're working on that, though. Love to add one to our Airbnb in Michigan. There's a number of Bunkie Airbnbs in Michigan. They all are crushing it, just so you know. Is the bathroom Bunkie like an outhouse type building? Yeah, check it out on our website, Tony. Of course, Mississippi charges all the taxes they can. Well, I love paying taxes, so let's go to Mississippi. That's the best. Minnesota has lots of amazing woods. Good to know. Can we go back and watch things that we may have missed? Yeah, totally. All these live streams are live, and you have until Sunday at 5 p.m. to watch them for the code word, which I will give in just a minute. Okay. Okay, yeah. Questions about insurance, Donna? Just email me. Could hook you up. I love being able to build it together as a family. It would be amazing. So true. Do you have any of them built on Treehouse? Yes. Let me share some screen with you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. How do I do that? If you go to bunkielife.com and click on I think it's that screen now. Primary display. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. If you go to bunkielife.com/gallery, there's some different photos of clients, and there's one of actually some stilt bunkies on here. I wanted to show it to you. Of course, it's very slow when everyone's watching me. Look at these crazy bunkies, eh? This is in Galveston, Texas. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So look at down here. Scroll down. This bunkie's on little stilts. This one's on high stilts. The one in Petrolia, that's actually my mom and dad's bunkie that they built in year one. So those are just a few examples of many, many clients that have done stilts and Treehouse style stuff. Oh man. Okay. So that is a great question. I'm in Canada near Windsor. our community needs 40 of these. How can you help? We can totally help. Yeah, just give us a shout. We can make 40. No problem. It's like a couple weeks work. We ship to Windsor all the time. I like to have a little chalet for my students to come and stay. Yeah, totally. We can do that. They really do reply to your emails. They really do. When you call them, they pick up the phone. I mean, we do. I mean, that's a little bit sad for the state of the world when people are impressed that you reply to emails. And like, oh, you know, when I visit them, they open the door and they let us in. When I try to pay my bill, they accept the payment. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we email you back. We're trying to earn your business here, right? I know that's just sad to say, to joke about. But yes, we will reply to your emails within hopefully a 24-hour period is our goal, except Sundays. Your product is amazing. Plan to come see you. Come and see us. That's awesome. You ever thought of a Bunkie greenhouse combo? That would be cool. That's not a bad idea. I don't want to get too into the greenhouse space. There's some people that do a really good job, like Kim and Scott from Sun Valley Greenhouses, but maybe. Have anyone attached them together? Absolutely. People have done it. David still does pretty well remembering names. Names are one of the things. Yeah. So, I'm like give myself a 6 out of 10 on remembering names. I'm not the best, but anywhere close to PEI where you can get one. Yeah, we ship to PEI all the time. We have a little depot just outside of Moncton that we can ship to and then go onto the island. So, and there's lots of bunkies on the island. If you want us to connect you with somebody, email in. We can maybe make that work. Okay, there are a lot of people who could use one of your bunkies. Thank you. Yes. Love it. Can I get a local mafia hoodie? I feel like local mafia is like a hoodie brand. You know what I'm saying? It definitely feels like a hoodie vibe there. Okay. Local mafia hoodie. I actually kind of like that idea. My husband was wondering if we had to have a permit to build on our land. It really depends on your local mafia. Just to beat a dead horse there. In a lot of areas, I'd say probably 80% of clients don't necessarily need a permit, but talk to your, read your local township websites and, make some anonymous emails or calls. Daniel says, been working with Brittany the past couple of weeks, placed her order yesterday. Thank you. Really appreciate that, Daniel, and thanks for supporting our little business. She's been a rock star, patient with me, extremely helpful. Brittany is a rock star. Love Brittany. The best. I bought property in Tennessee, and the county has no permit requirements for residential buildings. I pay $7 a year in property tax. What? Dude, that's sick. That is so cool. I'm hooked because of the ethic and vision behind the family, sharing and caring. I do not know them at all. This is... Oh, sorry, I'm reading. This is... one tour to the Bunkie Life factory. Okay, thank you for those kind words. I took your advice and wasn't driving Uber and watching. Well, that's good to hear. One life saved. North Carolina, it's beautiful here. Yes, it is. Absolutely is. Are you in Ottawa? No, we're in Rockwood, Ontario, kind of near Toronto. Do you know the bylaws in Quebec? I know, generally speaking, everywhere in Quebec you need a permit, but you're usually very easy to get. That's kind of been our experience with most of our clients. And what we do in Ottawa is we ship to just outside, or Quebec, we ship to a little place called Carp, and then we can go right from there right to your door in Quebec. Because there's fun rules about forklifts in Quebec. We need an Atlantic Canadian winter. Yes, we have. We had one in Nova Scotia one time, Donna. It was a couple years back, but we did have somebody up in the Cape Breton area. Okay. This is cool. I cannot believe how your business has exploded into the USA and Canada. You two are amazing. And the day I saw you on TV, I knew you were winners with this fabulous idea. Thank you, Mel, for those kind words. We will try to live up to them. I wouldn't say we've exploded, but we've steadily grown every year. And last year was kind of the breakthrough year into the USA for sure. Just with some of our videos that we had lucky enough to go viral and stuff. That helped a lot. But generally speaking, it hasn't been this like exponential thing. It's been pretty steady growth every year. Any bunkies in Utah? I believe so, Aaron. Email me. I'm like 95% sure. Yes, we do have some there. We haven't had one in Saskatchewan, I don't think. No, I don't think we've had a winner in Saskatchewan or Minnesota. Can someone pick up one up the factory? Yes, Bob, we do pickups a lot. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, sorry. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We don't do pickups on Saturday or Sunday or Monday. Do you have connections or recommendations for the heating system? Yeah, totally. Annette, check out our, I think it's called additional options on our website. And there's lots of good recommendations there. Also, the Bunkie Life Facebook group is a great resource for that too. It's like a private group. Once you buy the Bunkie, you can just scroll through it. There's tons of ideas. Okay. And Arkansas winter would be awesome. I agree. I don't know if it'll be an Arkansas winter, but we'll see. Okay, I'm just trying to scroll down. Need a winner in New York with a large TikTok following to give you some great exposure. Okay, I will keep that in mind, but it's just going to be randomly selected. So, okay. I imagine a mini split would do a fantastic job heating and cooling those. Yes, at the factory we've got 2 mini splits on 2 different units, and they are amazing. The bunkies have been heated and cooled to like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 20 degrees for the Canadians, all year round, and it's been really, really good. Okay. Do you make them handicap accessible? Not specifically, but some of them already have wide enough doors and are pretty easy to make accessible. Yes. Okay. Okay. So people are commenting about. Okay. All right. Gonna go check out your careers page. That's cool. If you enter the U.S. market, I would love a job opportunity. Sure. Do the engineered stamp plans come with the order of the bunkies? Do you have to buy them? I'd say 89% of people don't need them. So if you do need them, there's a small fee, but it's not much. It's like $100 or $200. Okay. If you have a farm and own your own section of land, I will need to check it out. Yeah, farm bunkies do really well. Pensacola has 4 inches of snow tonight. Whoa. That's pretty far south for snow. Code word coming soon. Southwest Florida has no snow. Good to know. It was negative 39 here in Saskatchewan. Oh, it's pretty cold in Ontario, but that's next level. Okay. What's the largest bunk you have? That would be the Rockwood 199 with a full loft, or the Hideaway 199 with a full loft. Do you have a place to pick up in Lower Mainland BC? Yes, Surrey. We've got a place in Surrey and also Kelowna on the interior side. Okay. It was negative 51 with the wind in Saskatchewan yesterday. Whew! That's cold. Wild. Okay. I'm trying my best to get to the bottom of these comments, but you guys are chatting too fast. Any bunkies in Nevada? I don't believe so yet, but I know we've sent a fair number to Arizona, but I don't think Nevada yet. Okay. Any bunkies in Pennsylvania? Yes, Joseph, there definitely are. Just email me if you want us to connect you to people. Most of our clients are pretty cool with a few people popping in to see stuff. If you're nice, if you're cool, they'll be cool if you're cool. I can't wait to build ours. Just have to wait until we're not freezing. Yes, that's advised. You can build them in the winter, but it's not very fun. Okay. Can you add running water to these? Yes, although Debbie, in a lot of places that you've gone from, if you don't add running water, you don't need a permit. To once you do add running water, you're definitely straight into permit land in a lot of areas. But double check. That might not be true. I'm in Nevada. Send it here. Okay, yeah, cool. When you win, that'll be our, yeah. We're outside of Williams and so excited to build our bunkie. Cool. Williams. Not sure where that is. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully it'll go to someone who really needs it when they win. Yes, I agree. How many bunkies in BC? So many. That really, like, Ontario and BC are our two number one markets, so I can't even count how many. I mean, it's Vancouver Island, all over the interior, lots around Surrey, like all over, even the northern parts of BC. And my Mac is dying on us, so hopefully this live stream won't cut out. Okay. People are saying very reasonably priced. Interesting. Okay. How many bunkies are in Vancouver Island? Just a ton. I don't know exactly the number, but a lot. Any Prince George here? Yep, for sure. Are there extensions to attach multiple bunkies? We don't make extensions, but lots of people can attach them. It's not too hard to do. Okay. Can you deliver by train to remote locations in BC? Probably. Yeah, we could probably. I mean, we can make a lot of things happen if you're patient and you're flexible. We do send bunkies on train sometimes, and we do get a lot of our wood by the rail car. So, is it more expensive to pick up at the warehouse? No, it's free to. Basically, I think we sometimes charge people $50 for the forklift, but like, basically free to pick up at the warehouse. So, do you have any videos of the foundation or platform? Yeah, all of the bunkies come with a build video, and so we'll usually show. Some type of a foundation, but then they also come with the foundation plans, like different ways of building a foundation. And then also there's videos of us doing foundations on our website as well. I moved away from Alaska to Utah, and it's so cold, I feel like I'm back in Alaska. Wow. That's next level. Can you add the large windows to the side? Yes, you can add windows. No problem. If there aren't any bunkies here, I would show mine off. Keep that in mind. Okay. Well, I think we got to the end of these. Let's go into the code word because my battery might just die. Although I guess I can plug my laptop in, can I? Let's do the code word. It's been a slice. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to reiterate, 2 days from now, Thursday, January 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be talking about the story behind Bunkie Life. It's going to be wild. You're going to really appreciate it. I think it's going to be our most impactful live stream. So if you can, please tune in live in 2 days from now. Grab your phone right now, if you could for me. Set an alarm if you're an alarmer, and set your alarm to remind you a couple of minutes before 8 o'clock. Okay. And then I'm going to answer a few more questions and we'll call it a day. Is the warehouse also in Rockwood? Yeah, basically. Like we have warehousing just outside of our factory, and like in our factory and outside of our factory, and then a place just down the street that we also warehouse our extra stuff. Okay, the code word. Forget what I said. Hold on, what did I say the code word was? Oh, I know it. Okay, the code word is light. Light. The code word is light. So the code word is light. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it has been a magical experience. Thank you once again to Kim and Scott from Sun Valley Greenhouses and Best Kind Picnic and Serenity Woods. They're all great businesses you check out if you're on Newfoundland or if you need a greenhouse somewhere in Canada. That code word again is light. And we'll see you again 2 days from now, and of course on Sunday night. So thank you so much and have a great night. And once again, if you're thinking about getting a bunkie and you're even, on the fence, go to I'll leave you with this. Don't let this become something that you shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't get around to doing, okay? So email me, info@bunkielife.com, the subject line, I'm in. We'll answer any questions you have. We'll get you sorted out. How much is it going to cost to get to your place? Blah, blah, blah. Well, all those little things that you're thinking about, we've got an answer. We'll figure it out. But you got to start with a conversation. So email info@bunkielife.com. Subject line, I'm in. Do it before you go to bed. So it's not one of those things that you almost did but never actually pulled the trigger on. Okay? Thanks for taking the time to chat with me tonight. It's been a real fun time. And we'll see everyone again in just 2 days at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.